You're the one holding us up. You notice we're all having our
you're
headphones on,
ready.
and you're over here just...
I don't know. He just walked over there and record.
I wanted to honor your time.
Action.
Action. Welcome to Unclogged Conversations.
Cell phone, just a run-of-the-mill iPhone 7.
If they still had flip phones, we would probably have one.
Probably.
That's not an iPhone 7.
You say, do iPhone 7s even work?
I have no idea. I'm not that techie guy.
Actually, my daughter's got a 7.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How old is she?
7.
7. There you go.
You have retainers? Or-
She doesn't have like a plan. She just plays on it.
But
I don't know,
no,
the way-
your teeth.
What? I got Invisaligners on.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
When'd you get them?
I don't know. 4 weeks ago.
You like them?
No.
Gives you a little lisp.
Yep.
My son has them too.
And I can't.
I
eat
wanted
without
them, but I
them.
guess my teeth are too crooked. Well, because I already had braces for 3 years, and then I never wore my retainers.
What age did you have your braces?
12 to 15.
You were 12 to 40-something?
No, I had them when I was a kid, probably 10 to 13, and then they took them off, and I was good till probably 10 years ago, and then they started going crooked, and I saved up enough for braces last year. No,
They're a lot of
3
money.
years ago. Yeah,
You did like
$5,500.
you did a paper route and to save up
Pretty
for
much.
your braces.
Pretty much.
Did you ever get braces?
Never had them.
Me neither. Yeah. I got crooked teeth. That's why I smile with a beard.
I have my two front teeth are fake. I had them knocked in as a kid,
Ooh.
and they put them back out, and then they said, "Good luck."
Well, how'd you get them knocked out?
Playing basketball when I was like 10 years old.
You like elbows?
Not all the way out. They were pushed like way back in. And he moved them back out into place, and he told me good luck. And it wasn't until I had to pay for them that. So I was like 35 when I had them done. So it's been 20 years.
Wait. So you went to you were 35 without front teeth?
No, the nerves died over that time, and then they had to have them taken out.
I got my wisdom teeth taken out when I was 18. I had all 4 done in the same day. And then I went to work that day. And I worked at like a golf course. So I was like, grass cutting and all that kind of stuff. And the thing that was funny to me is like now people get wisdom teeth taken out and they like take a half a day or a day off. And
I've got a day coming up. That
I-
I took
were
a
they
Friday off.
Well, it
and I'm hoping
depends.
by
Were they
Monday I'm
impacted
better.
or-
Yeah, mine are all impacted.
Yeah,
and this
mine
one's
were too.
busted, all out.
what do you mean by
It's gonna have
impacted?
to,
They're
like,
in your
In
bone.
your bone.
Well, I was 18. I don't know.
Right.
I feel like
I
if
was
they
18
were
a long time ago.
impacted, you wouldn't have been
This
back.
way, and they're impacted.
Yeah, that's how mine were. And then my cheeks swelled right up like a chipmunk for
I
3
can tell you
weeks.
the
was brutal.
dentist was actually straddling over the top of me, like standing over the top of me and yanking. Kind of this
Oh,
way.
you were awake?
Yeah, the whole time.
See, I was sedated.
I was like,
Yeah, so they
and he's
weren't.
yanking my face the whole time.
I had a regular tooth pulled. Well, I don't remember a back one, and he tried. It was like back then they did it at your dentist. Now it's you got to go to a
Oral
specialist.
surgeon.
So paid like a 45-minute appointment at the end of the day. 2 hours later, I was still there. It wouldn't come out. The roots were so deep. They were drilling. They used to just like drill it out and put it all in there, and they loosen it up and then pull it out. Oh, they had to do X-rays to make sure because it broke as it came out, so they'd make sure they got all the pieces out. It was a disaster.
Back in your day, they had like leeches too, to like put on you,
Help heal it.
heal it, and everything.
Thank you.
I do have a drain cleaning question. This is a very simple one, but I think it needs to be answered because your fans want to know. What's the best toilet paper?
Daryl, tell him.
Well, because
We usually recommend Scott's brand. Anything Scott's brand.
Scott's sponsor the show. There you go. No. Why Scott's?
I don't know. That's what I was taught. That's what I use in my house, and I don't have any problems.
It breaks down the best when it hits paper or
Hits
hits water. Sorry. So when it hits the water, I mean, you take a bundle of, toilet paper, Scott's, and you put it underwater, it just falls apart.
Disintegrates. Yeah.
A lot of the other brands, clumps together, stays clumped together.
Like a paper towel. You can like squeeze it and wring it out.
Do you use Scott's at your house too?
I do.
But isn't there like an issue with like, I mean, we're not in Europe, so you don't have a bidet, do you?
No.
So do you have to like shower afterwards? I mean, Scott's actually do a pretty good job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you use Scott's? Do you know?
Cha cha cha.
Use Scott's?
Charmin.
You Charmin. We're still a wet wipe team.
Well, okay. Well,
Down the
yes,
drain?
we have water wipes, but we throw them in the garbage.
No, we're wet wipes. Flush it on.
Are they
You got our
dissolvable?
number,
Well,
right?
yeah, I got your number.
Biodegradable?
Well, I don't.
None of them are flushable.
None of them are. Either
They're flushable, but they will clog your drains eventually.
well, the thing is, so the bathroom that we use, it's like right there. It goes from there, it goes up once, and then it goes right to the sewer line. There's like no like additional thing. It's a pretty short trip. It's
What is it? Cast
You're
iron?
like,
Cast iron?
it's cast iron. It's like yay big.
All right. So
It's a big one.
It's gonna start getting some corrosion on the inside of the because it's a base metal.
It's a steep
Oh,
decline.
that's not
to it.
good either
Why not?
because that's too much slope. Because then the water goes and then the solids kind of don't go with the water as fast. It's only supposed to be a certain.
What if you do a
pitch
bunch
on
of courtesy flushes?
it. Sure. And pay for the extra water. Sure.
And then when you back up,
Water's
all
not
us-
like my biggest problem in expenses. I think I pay $300 a year for water. I don't think water's that expensive. Water, sewer, I don't know, something like that.
I think we're like $35-40 a month.
Yeah, so it's
for
about
water.
the same. Yeah.
No, 3 months. For 3 months. Yeah, we pay every 3 months.
Yeah, you pay quarterly usually
quarterly.
water bill.
Aqua.
Well, we live in the village of Cazenovia, and I have two bills. One's water, one's sewage, and they come every 6 months, right? So they kind of rotate through. But so you're saying a steep incline is not good either.
No.
So that's not good. So you're saying the wet wipes and the steep incline, I'm really in a world of hurt.
Yep. You got any trees in your yard?
No. Well, no, I do, but they're way far away from the drains. They're on the other side of the house. You have to go
Yep.
under
Why-
the house.
The house? They might.
Why the trees? What's
Tree roots.
They're pine trees.
No.
Tree roots will grow in the line. They get in the joint.
like a
and then-
cast iron line? Oh. Wow.
Yeah, they can get in cast. They can get in clay tile, which is more. It's easier for them to get in clay tile than cast, but they will once they're in there. Once one little root gets in there,
By
then
like
they-
the pressure of it can crack it a little and
no, the roots
Or
just went in there,
in between two sections of pipe.
oh, okay.
and then once the roots are in there, they just
Thrive.
heaven to them.
Yes, they thrive in that water.
It's got nutrients,
Right.
nitrogen,
Right.
water,
Yep.
wet wipes. All right, so Scott's is the best. Is it 1 ply, 2 ply, 3 ply? Does that matter?
I mean, Scott's is usually a single ply.
So then, but you have to ply though yourself. I mean, that's the problem with like single plies. Like you're not just one sheet of paper. You're like having to fold over,
So
fold
yeah,
over,
you gotta
fold
like
over.
take a lot more anyways. So
Right. So
It's a 4 square rule.
four
It's
square,
law.
4 square rule.
State
What's
law.
the- oh,
Wait. So wait. Is it a pull down 4 squares, rip, fold
No, 4 square limit.
for the whole?
Yeah, that's it.
For the whole family. Each day.
whole family a day.
Wait, not for the whole family, but for the whole like session.
4 squares.
So is it do you rip each square off and use one at a time, or do you fold them up?
Just kidding with you. Can I joke around or
No. Well, this is
It depends on the day, right? I mean, there's.
if you had Chipotle or if you had Taco Bell.
I don't know. This is not a
Well, this is our business. This people want to know. So I'm trying to like you said Scott's, but what I'm understanding with Scott's is it's very thin.
Not really. It's
Thick?
normal.
but it dissolves. I don't know whether it's just the composition of it. We've always, over the years, that's what we've seen with Scott's performs the best as far, may not perform the best at use, at the point of use.
The whole point. Yes, the whole point.
Well-
of the toilet paper.
But we're looking at it from a back up, from a drain perspective, right? That's what we're, you as a consumer, sure, you want to clean up nicely after, but do you want to
Also
pay us too? I mean, I guess that's
Well, I guess what's my priority? I guess my priority is being clean. That would be step one. That would be the whole point of the whole exercise. Step one, clean. Step two, did I have an initial flush? Did it go down? Yes. That's step two. Step three, every few years, if I get a clog, I know who to call. That would be, but I've been in the house almost 20 years now.
but we get the ones that have a repeated issue.
Yeah.
And though, unless they ask, we don't try to recommend anything unless, there's a repetitive problem, right? And then we, say, hey, I think we recommend Scott's with, it's through years of service. This is what we found.
Years
I
of
mean,
service.
just prime example is one of our clients. We were there all the time.
a couple
And
times a month.
and now they finally switched to Scott's. What's it been, 6 months?
Easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we haven't been
Not
back.
one problem.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
Clogged
Scott's
toilets,
is
no
it.
clogged sewer.
And I mean, residential application could be a little different than commercial where you have 10, 20, 30 employees where where the bathroom's getting used. And it depends too on a commercial application, is there more females that work there than males? Because then toilet paper's getting used all the time where, some situations, not so much. So
Sorry, I'm doing like extra work today because the computer stopped working on me. So thank you. All right. Well, that's good. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Some of it. Actually, the only 2 minutes I watched it because the kids were like, I don't want to watch this. What's his name? Mahomes. He got sacked twice, like back to back. And I was like, oh my God. And they're like, this is the 5th time. And I'm like, oh my, 5th time? It's not even halftime yet. And that's all that I watched. And then the halftime show.
And you're a Bills fan, so you were happy.
Yep. Yeah. I was fine with the Eagles winning.
And did you watch the whole game, or did you watch
Yeah, we
like?
just had it on in the background. My neighbors came over. We played some cards.
Ooh, what kind of cards did you play?
Pitch and five counts.
Never.
Different game where you start out with like 6 cards and you gotta get 3 and 3, like 3 of the same suit or 3 like in a row. And then the next time around when you deal, you get 7 cards. Then you gotta get 3 and 4. And the next time you deal, you get 8 cards and you gotta get 4 and 4. It was fun.
All right. And did you watch it?
till halftime, and then I had enough.
Yeah, it comes a little late. That's the thing about me is I feel like because I get up at 4 and it's like I'm not gonna stay up that late. So did you watch Kendrick Lamar?
No.
You did?
My daughter Ariella, 22 months, she was boogieing on down. It was so funny. She was like sitting there like rolling her body, and I'm like, where did she learn that from? It was so funny. She danced the entire time.
What's her name had a really good dance. I'm forgetting her name now. The tennis player. I'm on a brain freeze.
She
Serena?
could walk.
Serena Williams. Yeah, duh, the greatest tennis player. I'm forgetting her name. My bad. No, but that was pretty awesome. That because she dated Drake, right? And so for her dancing during that was kind of like a diss Drake.
I didn't understand any of it.
You didn't?
I had no idea. I didn't know.
Are you
Yeah,
up on
I
the
knew
Drake?
there was beef going on.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah. And do you even know who Kendrick Lamar is?
No, not before Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. I would say Kendrick Lamar is probably
I still don't understand it, so
my favorite rapper of modern times.
Really?
And I'm putting modern being post the Kanye and Dre, or not Dre. What's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. The guy from New York City. The big Beyonce. Who's dating Beyonce or married to Beyonce?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's a previous era, right? Yeah. And then Kendrick. Right? Well, I don't have a lot on our agenda today, but I do want to know: did you have any great jobs? Any pretty epic jobs? You have to go back to a place. You said.
well, that's not epic.
Well, but were you a good job? Just tell me about one. What job did you do?
See, I'm not in the field as much anymore.
Oh, how come?
because I have great people.
Really?
I do.
Wow. So you just get to sit back.
No,
and-
I didn't say that.
So when people call, they get you pretty much.
Sonia or myself.
Well, then have you any good jobs this week?
At a hair salon that luckily we were able to find a trap and clean out right out in front.
Would a hair salon basically be just full of hair? Is that basically the issue?
It was actually like an apartment building. The hair salon was on the first floor, and then I think there was 2 or 3 apartments above. So it was probably mostly their issue. But excuse me. There was one. Did we talk about the fitness center that I did?
No.
Snaked it out multiple times from inside. Couldn't get anywhere. It was sits way far back off the road, and walked around outside trying to find some type of clean out access into the sewer line. Couldn't find anything. Finally threw the camera down there and was able to locate a clean out like 30 foot out from the building and opened that up. And sure enough, that was full. So it was plugged to the road. And I was able to jet it from there all the way out to the road. It's probably 250 foot from the road.
But there's a lot of wet wipes in that.
There was a few.
If it's a fitness
There
gym
was a few.
place.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm really kind of frustrated because I think it's recording everything. So my brain is not engaged. I'm really just thinking about, am I recording?
Is this really working?
Because I can't see it on my computer. So, have you? I haven't got it on Spotify yet. We will be. So tell your son it will be on
You're
Spotify.
working on it?
How do you do that?
Create a Spotify account.
You just can do it?
Yeah, just do it.
Really?
Not that hard. Yeah, there's no like.
You don't have to like pay for it? Nothing?
Nothing. No. Spotify. In fact, what I'll probably do is when you put it on Spotify, it'll release audio also on Apple Podcasts and everything else, stuff like that. But that's just it's one more layer of like creativity and work, and you have to put the cover image together. And plus, we'd have to be really good on audio. See, when you do Spotify, it's just audio. There's no visuals, so you have to be more descriptive. Right, because there's no facial expressions. I can't put something on the screen. So when you're describing your single ply Scots, you need to like describe it really well, audio wise. Can you do that?
Well, if video wise, I can. It's like this wide.
4x4.
I'd have to measure.
White.
Like,
1,000 rolls per.
You can see through it.
Well, I just think about like, so I'm an Uber driver, and I'm not always at the house, so I'm always out and about, and I don't have like an office where restroom. So I'm always I'm always scouting restrooms. That's the biggest thing as an Uber driver is you want to know where like the best restrooms are.
Yeah.
Delta Sonic, really good. Wegmans, really
Wegmans
good.
is good.
Wegmans is good. But I think they're using Scots because those are some weak toilet papers, and I'm probably putting like 400 things on my hand. Because the last thing I want,
Thin.
Yeah, it's thin.
It is.
like the big rolls.
Yeah,
Big
that's,
roll.
that's it. Yeah, when you go into a bathroom,
Where
and
it's
see
like you
those
almost have
things-
to use your hand to help roll it
No,
out
I don't
too,
wanna
because
end
it
up
like
in
you
there.
pull it and it just rips right off. You're just breaking off little pieces. So thin. Yes.
But you know what the worst bathrooms are? Definitely Destiny. Oof, that's bad. You don't have to. But if you're there, you're there. You gotta go. You gotta go. But Destiny, no matter which one, there's like 8 million bathrooms in that place. Destiny, you gotta do a better job about your bathrooms. But yeah, Wegmans is epically good. At Wegmans, Delta Sonic does a really good job. The Delta Sonic over on Brewerton, not necessarily the one over on
Fairmount, West Jenny.
Fairmount. It's not that bad. It's not that good. Erie's okay too. Erie's new. Erie they just redid their bathrooms. So that's not too bad. You got like you have like a bathroom and then like an extra real door for the bathroom. So it's not like a stall. It's like a legitimate door. You're in your own room. That's kind of nice in there too. I'm trying to think of where else. But don't go to Planet Fit. That's what I was thinking about with you.
Are you allowed to if you're
I remember.
Oh, you remember. You just scan, you're like, I'm just here to use the bathroom.
She looks at me. She's like, you remember?
You go to the gym? I don't see it. I don't see it.
didn't
That's what I
say that.
said. I saw it I saw it in her face.
She comes in all the time. I just got done running 10 miles.
I do have to run 7 today, so.
Levi, did you walk to the office or did you walk from the car?
Yeah, I did. It was so hard. You know what I joined Planet Fitness for is not. I do use the treadmills, but as an Uber driver, because my hips get really sore for sitting.
They use they have, what do they have there?
The massage beds.
They have that, but don't they have something else too that's.
Ice bath.
But I would not get in any
No,
standing
not an
water
ice
at that
bath.
place.
I forgot what it's called. It's like a hydro thing. I don't know if
It's
it's
hydro
with-
beds, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what it is? Okay.
Yeah, there's like a massage bed, hydro bed. It's like this bed, and there's like jets of water underneath it. But there's like, you're on like a leather thing. It's not like, but there's like, and they're shooting, and you get it for like 10 minutes, and it's unlimited use, right? So I can go back 3-4 times a day. So if you've been sitting all day, and you're like, oh, I'm by a Planet Fitness, and there's like 4 or 5 of them around Syracuse. There's a couple. There's one down in Ithaca, one in Cortland, a couple in Binghamton or whatever, and just go in there, and they got massage chairs. And they got massage beds.
I'm going to work out at Planet Fitness. I'm gonna get in the massage-
I walk right in, I scan my thing, and like, I went 10 minutes on the massage bed. No, I do. That's
No.
no.
That's funny.
Yeah, but the Planet Fitness bathrooms, you should go contact those guys. They've got to be needing some drain cleaning help. You can pick any one of them out. They're all bad, but they're all franchised. I don't know if you knew that. So
Well, the one at my gym, it's like every other week, it's like backed up.
the worst.
Crunch.
Oh, yeah. We don't do any work there.
No.
No.
Yeah, you should get them in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I could.
Do an intro.
Yep.
All right. Well, this has been Unclogged Conversations. I have no idea if we recorded anything. I think we did.
Nice.
Next week,
Yep.
do some work. Do actual jobs, and then come in to talk about them. And that's the main.
Well,
thing.
here's what's going to happen. If I don't do any jobs, then you don't need me to come. I don't need to be here. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Is that fair enough?
My stipulation to
trying
Chris.
to get out of it.
My stipulation to Chris is this podcast will be recorded every Wednesday, whether it's just me by myself or anybody. I will be making it because Chris is like, you guys just take all. Remember, he was mad at me. He's like, you guys took off the Christmas holidays. Nobody else took Christmas off. or
Oh
something
my
like that.
God. Yeah.
So I was like, fine, I'll make a podcast every Wednesday.
Because it was Christmas and the New Year's.
That's not my fault. Those
Hey.
holidays came on Wednesday.
Well,
I don't know.
the world still doesn't stop.
it does.
No, the world still keeps going.
So when he was all mad, I was like, fine, I'm going to make a podcast every Wednesday. You just, whoever shows up is whoever's going to be on the show. I don't care.
Me or nobody.
Yeah. Well, that's Unclogged Conversations. So let's see if we actually have some.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't see the twist.